Blog Talk Radio.
It's morphin' time. You get so excited when this plays.
We're saying what we want, give it to you non-stop. Any place, anytime, not afraid to speak our mind. That's just the way we roll, we never gonna go. Unstoppable, original, unscripted radio.
Woo! I just love every time I hear James singing that song. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. It's me, Karen Ashley, and you know you are listening to the most uncensored radio show in town. This is Unscripted Radio. My bestie is with me. Hello, Jeffrey.
Hello, and our homegirl's here, Daisy May.
Daisy, you're here. Oh, my God, Daisy probably hates me because she's been trying to catch me all day, and you know I have not been able to talk to her. Hi, Daisy. Do you still love me?
I do. It's hard to be upset with you or anything. It's the life of a diva, I know.
Speaking of divas, the diva of all divas, one of my fellow Beyoncés, she is on the show today, and I'm not even going to waste any time flapping my gums and catching up on the week. We can do that once she is gone. Miss Catherine Sutherland is on the show. We have been waiting for this moment for like a whole week, ever since we announced it. Uh-oh. Theme song. Oh my God. No. Oh, dear. I swear I did not even know he was going to play that damn song.
I'm all shades of red right now.
I love you both dearly.
Okay, it's been really great. It's been really great talking to you guys. I'm out.
See what you did, Jeffrey? She's hanging out.
Oh, look it. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been saving that up since day one. The minute I found out about that song, I have been saving that for you to come on, Catherine.
We had to go into a recording studio to sing that.
Yes.
I'll just have you know, it was a big production.
Oh, my God. Yes. So for those of you who don't know, Miss Catherine Sutherland is in the house. She is my co-singer.
Yes, her fellow Beyonce. Yes, we have a huge record deal available to us very soon after singing that.
We are available for bar mitzvahs, quinceañeras, and any type of function.
Yes.
We will sing the Angel Grove song in unison.
Anytime. I'll only sing it with you, Karen.
Only with you, girlfriend. If you ain't there, I ain't singing it.
They made us do that. That must have been like my second or third episode, and they just threw me under the bus with Angel Grove High. They just went there.
I know. Exactly. And we thought they hyped it up. Like they were like, oh, it's this cool pop song. You guys are gonna love it. And we were all excited. We get there, it's like a folk
We're like,
song.
are they joking right now?
Karen, you should have known they were lying by that time. You should have been helping her out saying, girl, they're flipping us. They gonna lie.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You could have given me some warning. Jeez.
I could have.
Anyway.
Oh, man. How are you, my love? How are you? Welcome to Unscripted Radio.
I'm so happy to be on here. I have been hearing about this for so long, and I'm finally here. So I'm very proud of you for it's doing so well. Everyone's saying how great you guys are, so congratulations.
Oh, thank you. And the text in the mail, everyone.
Yeah, you got to keep liking their page, everybody. Like their page so they get picked up. I'm serious from it. Yeah.
Exactly. That is so hilarious. Well, we've honestly, people have been asking for you, Catherine. Forever. Like, forever. No, I'm not lying. I'm not even going to exaggerate. You can ask Jeff. People have been asking for you since the day I got on the show. They were like, bring Jason, Frank, and Catherine.
Oh, thank you so much. That is so nice. Thank you. Well, it's an honor to be on, so thank you for having me.
Oh.
Thank you. Oh, you know what it is? It's the love of the Mighty Morphin cast. Like, honestly, you know, we go to conventions, and how do you feel? Because it's pretty obvious. They love all the other, seasons, but we get so much love at these conventions. It's ridiculous. How does that make you feel?
It's crazy. I doesn't matter how many of these conventions I do, I still am always very overwhelmed at the amount of love we receive. And I think it's just amazing that a show could have been on, for almost 20 years ago that we were on it? Yeah. So I think maybe 17 for me. And it's still so popular. It's just crazy. But, there's definitely, you hear people, they like, space, or they like Turbo, or they like Time Force, but there's definitely like a special place in everyone's heart for Mighty Morphin. So, and I have to be honest, I have a special place in my heart for it too.
I know. I remember the first day I met Catherine. She walked on the set, and she wasn't shy, but she was very quiet and reserved, and just the sweetest girl you could ever meet. And then I take her to like a nightclub, and like guys were grabbing our butts, and I think she like freaked out.
I was a ballet dancer, but I have no rhythm, and Karen's like the best little dancer. Her and her friends were like up there hip hopping, and I just was like, I am not even going to get my butt off this stage because I'm going to embarrass myself. And if a guy would come up and ask me to dance, I'd be like, oh, no, thank you. And they'd look at me like I was stuck up. And I'm like, it's really because I have no rhythm.
Right, she's like all nice. She's like trying to explain to them. And I'm like, fuck them. Who cares?
She was. I know. I think you took me to Glam Slam, Prince's nightclub. That was the first. And Brandy, your friend Brandy.
Yeah.
So,
oh, my God.
crazy.
That like brings back so many memories.
She has a wild side, as you've discovered. My tattoo on my foot. Didn't we get our tattoos together?
Yeah.
Karen?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
We did.
Wait a minute.
Karen got Winnie the Pooh.
I did.
Oh, my gosh. How come you didn't get a tattoo with me, bitch?
Because you didn't wear your pink spandex. The day you put on some pink spandex, Pink Ranger meat, then I'll get a tattoo. Yeah.
Catherine, what you don't know is they've named me. What the hell is it? Pink Ranger meat? Yeah. I think the suit will look much better on you. Still.
I want to see you the next time we have a convention. I want to see you show up in pink spandex. I think I gotta see that.
I'd have to go to Cuddy Tent and Awning because I don't think they make them in big girl size.
We're a pretty risque show, Catherine. So the reason his name was Pink Ranger Meat, because if he put on that pink spandex and he had the little skirt, his little meat would hang out the butt part.
Oh, I love it.
I can't believe you just said that to her.
I had a male stunt double, and he had to strap his little meat up so that it didn't hang out below the skirt. So.
Holy shit.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, my God, I forgot this did. They had to, like, tape their meat down because it would be like they would get letters from the network saying, we can see the impression.
Oh, good Lord. Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
The scandal. There was so much scandal.
I want to know a little more of scandal. Now, we know Karen was in the first movie, so we've heard all about that and the big budget glories and getting to go to Australia, which is where they picked you up, right? You auditioned for the first movie.
Yeah, I did audition for the first movie, but they wanted Gabrielle is like I'm sure you guys saw her at Mortal Kombat. She's like the sexiest woman. She's just hot, isn't she? And so she and I have actually had the same agent in Australia. So so they did the first movie, and I guess you guys did a few episodes there, and then came back, and then they cast in America, and I don't know why they couldn't find someone. I think Shuki just wanted to go back to Australia, to be honest. And so they went back. He went back and auditioned girls in Australia, and they brought me over. I was the lucky one, I guess.
Wow. So what did you have to do in your audition? Because, I mean, I know what I had to do. I had to dance, and I had to do, like, a little monologue. Did you have to do something like that?
I had to do, like, a 3-minute kata. And I was not a karate person. I was a dancer. And so I called my friend Rowan. I'm like, help me. I've got to come up with a routine. So he helped me choreograph a routine, and it was mortifying. I mean, I like I always say, I hope that doesn't show up. It was just so embarrassing. And then, but I got a call back, and then at the call back, they had us read a scene. And then I had a third callback, I think, where I had to do both, the scene and the thing. And then the fourth one, I had to meet with Shuki. It was down to 3 of us. And then it went, maybe 3 weeks later, they called me and said that I had it.
Wow.
And then there was so much stuff.
To America.
Yeah, I moved to America. I knew no one. You guys were all doing the press junket, so you weren't even around. And you know, it was all by my lonesome for a couple of weeks there. And then, and then you came back into town, and I had a tattoo. I went to Glam Slam.
I immediately got her street cred. Like, I got her street cred up in 2.2 seconds.
Streetwise. I was streetwise. I remember following you on the 101 freeway to Hollywood, and I was like, oh my God, please, Lord, get me to this place, because I was driving on the wrong side of the road, and you were driving, like, she wasn't even waiting for me. She was like, oh, off she goes.
Like, there's different money, there's a different side of the road you drive on.
Yes.
I mean, it's like, we've got funny accents over here in America.
Yeah.
And Karen drives like a frickin' lunatic.
She does, like a bat out of hell. She was like, see ya, Aussie chick. Keep up with me.
I was scared. I was holding on to the oh shit handle for dear life.
You were? I didn't even know that. You didn't say it.
Well, I was trying not to act scared. I didn't want to offend you, but you scared the heck. She was like zooming in and out of people and shit. I mean, it was craziness.
Is that how they drive in Texas?
So how was the move from Australia to America? Like, was it a tough transition for you?
You know, it was exciting, to be honest with you. I was just really excited to be here and experience this. I mean, if you're going to come to America, I kind of got to come in a fantastic way. I had an apartment and a car and a job, and so it was very exciting. But it was hard to be away from my family. That was really challenging, and you know that, Karen, too. It's just hard to be away from your security blanket. But it didn't take long to adjust. I was okay with the culture and everything. It was more just adjusting to driving, adjusting to the different foods, and adjusting to being away from my family mostly. So, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. So tell people this. We obviously know you did Power Rangers, but you've done a lot of major things since Power Rangers, and people just, you know, they're in love with the show, so they don't usually think past it. Tell people what you've done since then, because you've done major movies and huge commercials, and I mean, you've been a busy girl.
I guess I have been busy. You know, when I got off the show, to be honest with you, it was a little culture shock. I mean, you know, we went from doing all this work and working, you know, sometimes 6 days a week to nothing, and having to go to auditions and go through that process. Because when I was on the show, I wasn't able to audition for anything else because I was, you know, exclusive to Saban. So once I got off the show, I kind of worked on getting my green card, and then went into the audition world. And I did movies. I did a movie called The Cell, and I did a lot of commercials, and I did a few episodics and whatever. And then I decided, you know, about 5 years of that was enough for me. I'm a horrible auditioner. That is the truth. I just, once I get the job, I'm great, but the whole audition process was just horrifying to me. And I didn't like the narcissism of it. I didn't like the way it made me feel about myself. And so I just decided I needed to just step away for a while. And I still did commercials. I did a little print work, and I still do voiceover work. But I stopped pursuing TV and film. Like it's probably been about 7 years now.
Right. Me, Jason
say,
and Tia are holding a campaign of Catherine get back to acting.
acting campaign. I know you guys are relentless with that. You know, and I always say I will be open to it. I definitely still dabble in the idea every now and then, but I also, you know, feel like it's been so long. I don't even know if I'd know how to do it again. Go back in front of the camera again that way. So
this girl is so talented. She's like totally playing her stuff down. First of all, she mentioned she did The Cell, which was the movie starring Jennifer Lopez. She did Power Rangers.
What role did you play? I loved that movie.
I actually
murdered.
I was murdered in the movie, but a lot of the scenes that I did, unfortunately, were cut. You only see most of the movie. I'm dead, but in the behind, they have one of the scenes is on the I guess on the DVD. One of the scenes where I was alive. But when they tested the movie, Tarsem, the director, is just he's crazy. He's like loves to just go all in, and he loves things to be very, very graphic. And so all of my scenes were very disturbing. He had me crying for my father when I'm in the middle of drowning, and he had me really being tortured, and they showed a lot of it. And the audience just didn't like it. The audience were like, yeah, we're fine with Vincent D'Onofrio gutting Vince Vaughn, but we're not okay with this girl crying for her dad when she's dying.
Right,
so,
it sounds pretty scary.
On the gore. Yeah, so they put more gore in, and they took me out. And but it was such an incredible experience working on that movie. They treated me so well. It was like, you know, when you go from doing non-union to SAG, it's like a whole different experience, isn't it, Karen? Like,
yeah.
I remember my first day on set, I had to have ants crawling on my face, all so big, gross like that. And they were just so impressed that I handled it that I got home that night and I had this huge basket of flowers from Mark's Garden saying, "Thank you so much. We're so happy to have you." And I was like, "Are they serious right now?"
Wow.
Flowers
wow.
doing my
like
job?
You were like, what? I'm appreciated? What? I'm actually getting paid well?
Exactly. I mean, I made more money on that movie. I only worked on it for maybe 2 months. I made more money on that movie than I made on 3 years of Power Rangers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody got screwed on that show.
Everybody. That's the history. We just ride the wave of popularity. That's the only thing you get out of it.
Yeah, it's true. You know what? I did get a lot out of it, and I made beautiful friends like yourself, and I love the Make-A-Wish stuff. I love the impact that we made, but it was just unfortunate that the producers did not value us and appreciate that we were part of this empire that he created. We made him what he is, and it's just a shame that it's not looked at that way.
Right.
So
I agree.
Yeah.
No, somebody
anyway,
in the chat room.
We're not going to waste time bashing him, but.
That's true. I will. He's an SOB and he's cheap. He needs to learn to give people some money, and maybe his show would be as popular as it used to be if he called all the original actors back, paid them a boatload of cash, and had them do a season. I'm just saying.
I keep saying that. I'm like, the fans. I get letters, messages on Facebook every day about when are you guys going to come back? When are you going to do a reunion show? And I just keep saying to them, email him, email Saban, and keep asking for it. And eventually he'll hopefully give the fans what they want. I mean, it would be fantastic to do that and have all the old, all us old farts trying to fit back in spandex. That would be fun.
We'll all go on Jenny Craig.
It'd be like a horror movie.
Right, we'll all starve and go on Jenny Craig, and then we'll do it.
Yeah.
I can't ever see there being enough money in the world to get Karen in any of the gear again, because I tried and begged and pleaded, because I was like, just think about the money we can make at Morphicon if you were in the suit, or she'd even put the helmet on it. She was like, oh, no, not after what it did to my hair. She was like, not having it.
Right.
I begged her.
She'll wear the color. That's as good as you're going to get. She'll wear the color.
I couldn't even get that. She wore some puke yellow color. She wouldn't do it.
Hey, at least I did that. That's like the closest I've done in years. So the fact that I even put on a T-shirt that had Power Rangers on it, everybody was like, oh, my God, I can't believe you put that T-shirt on.
But you look
yes, it's true. It's true. I was actually kind of surprised by that, too. Yeah,
well,
I know. I'm with
you. Kind of have you'll have a little bit of that resentment still, so it's kind of like, at least that's how it is for me. Like I just kind of was like, I will do I will be nice to the fans because I appreciate and love them. Like, they have made my career last so long, and they're so good to us, so I'll be good to them. But putting it on almost makes me feel like I'm giving a shout-out to Saban, so I'm kind of like, Rrr.
Right. No, I get that.
Yeah.
I still get, I mean, I told you at Morphicon, I still get so weirded out about, you know, I have my life, so my life is so removed from that, and then I step back into it, and it just floods me with all these memories, and it's so, I still find it so strange, like, to step back into that world. It's just bizarre to me. And it, you know, when we're all together, it's like we always say, it's like stepping back into college. You know, you're stepping back into this time of your life that it was exciting and wonderful, but like looking back on it now, I think I appreciate it more now than I did in the moment, you know?
And I bet you all bathed back then, though, right?
What's that?
I bet you all bathed back then, because I noticed some people at Morphicon don't really understand what it means to wash your ass. Because some of them like shit, and they need to go over to the CVS or whatever kind of pharmacy you got and pick them up some deodorant and then maybe some soap and wash their ass once in a while. And maybe a ranger would want to give them a hug. But when you come up with some nasty armpits and the sweat stains are on your spandex, it's not real attractive, and nobody wants to touch your ass. I say that with love.
I'll be honest, I did have a few sweaty residuals left on my hugs. I'll be honest, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, guys. Yeah. You know what I carry in my convention bag? I've got baby wipes, sanitizer, and like some like disinfecting like lotion, because Jeffrey has a point. There are some kids that go to the conventions, and by Sunday, I don't think there's been one bath taken, so it's pretty bad.
No, because these pants
and
for eggs, their hair is so nasty, greasy, matted down. Oh, I can't handle it.
And you might want to throw in some Altoids into that as well.
I like this lady right here.
We're not just we're telling the truth. I mean, it is what it is.
Yes,
right.
It is what it is. But it doesn't take. It takes 5 minutes. You're not going to miss out on anything if you just take 5 minutes to have a shower.
Right? The shit don't start till 10 in the morning. What the hell were you doing for like 3 hours? Wash your ass.
That is like spoken like a mother. I mean, this is the thing. Your life is completely different. Why don't you tell the fans like your life now? Like describe it now.
Yeah. I do a lot of things in my day, but so I have 2 kids. I have a 6-year-old daughter and a 4.5-year-old son who keep me very busy, and they are the light of my life. I just absolutely just can't get enough of them. They're so adorable. And then in between all that, I'm also doing voiceover work. My husband and I have started a new business. I'm doing my kids audition as well, so I take them on auditions. I'm writing a children's book, so I'm running a group called MOPS, which is a Mothers of Preschoolers group. I'm coordinating that with like 100 ladies in that. So I'm busy, very busy. I don't stop. I do not.
No. And I'm like, so I need you to start acting again because you're too talented.
Oh. No.
Have you ever wanted to be on a reality show? We just might have a great spot for you coming up.
Oh, would that be unscripted reality by any chance?
Just maybe.
Oh. Well,
we need an Aussie.
We
need an Aussie to pay a visit.
I will pay a visit anytime. Got it. I'll definitely make an appearance for sure.
Okay. Do you like to drink? That's what I need to know.
I do. I love, my favorite drink is Q Royales, which is champagne with a splash of Chambord. That's my very favorite.
Okay, so why weren't you at the house?
Wine.
Because homegirl over here doesn't drink for nothing. So I didn't have nobody to really drink with. Katrina has like a glass of champagne.
Beyonce's had a drink. I've had drinks with Beyonce.
I drink, but this is the thing. Like, I was like the entire time I was working. Like, I mean, I'm one of the executive producers of Unscripted Reality, So when these guys got to go to sleep, I still went home and had to plan the next day and make sure the crew showed up and make sure. So it was one of those things where if I wouldn't have been in work mode, I would have probably drank them under the table.
She was being responsible, guys. She was being responsible, doing her job.
You know what? I'm going to go put my boots on so I can mud through all the shit you just slung, sister.
He's such a hater. Let me tell you about Jeffrey. He is such a hater, and he starts vicious lies, Catherine. He started a vicious lie that the reason I got off the show was because Jason, Frank, and I were fooling around, and I got pregnant and had an illegitimate baby named Blake Foster. I had a Power Ranger baby.
I also said that her and Johnny slept together. I firmly believe that one, and he didn't confirm or deny.
I vouched for her on that one. Johnny is an innocent, precious little angel when he was on the show with us.
I heard that maybe in the filming of the second movie, maybe you just happened to kick an ex-Pink Power Ranger's ass because she was the brat.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I may have heard that rumor.
Only in my costume. Only when my stunt double was hiding these Franken beans.
Franken beans. We need to start calling it Franken beans.
You heard it first. Catherine's stunt double kicked the shit out of Amy Jo.
Oh, see, he's vicious.
Listen, you guys have free reign to ask anything about that because I feel like the fans are so I don't know if they don't want to hurt my feelings or whatever, but it's such a taboo subject at these conventions, and I'm dying for someone to ask me some questions about that because it's how awkward it was or whatever. People never ask me how was it with you and Amy Jo or what was she like? Or I don't ask those questions very often.
Okay, I totally want to know. So give me the scoop because I've always been curious.
Well, I'm going to chime in.
Yeah.
So I'm Topher, by the way. I'm one of the production assistants. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
I feel like I've got all these voices in my head right now. I've got them coming in all directions.
Yeah, I was laughing in the background. I was laughing in the background. I'm sorry, but I watched the show for since day one. Was it awkward for you? Did you know, when you auditioned for the show, did you realize that you're auditioning for such a key role? In the first season, she was this little teeny bopper, and then as the season kind of moved on, she kind of moved into her own. Did you realize what role you were actually moving into?
I didn't know the show when I was cast. I had no idea. I just knew the character was called Catherine, same as me, and that it was a kids show. So once I got cast, I watched the show, and it was I don't think Karen was even on the episode I saw. I think it was one of the first episodes. It had just started airing in Australia, and I was like, I didn't know what the hell. I was like, what is that robot? I was like, well, I don't know what's going on here, but okay. And I remember thinking David Yost was really cute. Watched it. It's like, oh, he's so handsome.
It's not just me.
Yes,
Go to hell, Karen.
He is so handsome.
David Yost is cute too. I think David Yost is a hottie.
He is. He's very handsome.
I tell him every time I see him that he's a hottie.
Yes, he needs to be told more often because I don't think he realizes that. So anyway, when I came here, I guess I must have known I was replacing her before I came. I don't remember, but when I got here, it was uncomfortable. The show was a huge hit, and Amy had decided she wanted to go, and yet I was stepping onto her turf. I'm stepping onto her show and her friends, and I think it was just awkward for her, even though she had made that decision. And it was awkward for me because I was the new girl at school, So it was a little awkward. But I remember she invited me to her birthday party. She had when she was living with Sarah Brown at the time, I think.
She just wanted a gift.
Huh? She just wanted a gift. Well, she didn't get one.
Ray, you're such a bitch.
I was the gift. Oh, I'm here. You didn't really want me to come, but I'm here anyway.
Right.
So I never got to know her very well, and when I lived in Studio City, she must have lived in the area because I used to see her at Whole Foods, and she'd pretend she didn't see me. So that was
Oh, that's
she just did. I don't think it was directed at me. She didn't know me well enough to dislike me. I think it was just she did not want to associate with the show. She doesn't want anything to do with Power Rangers. The only person she keeps in touch with is David. And she's had a great career, and I think that's great. But I always believe you should always remember where you came from. So I never lose sight of where you came from. The show is what made her successful, and the show, it was our training ground for all of us. So it's a shame that she doesn't. I think it'd be lovely if she came to one of these conventions and thanked her fans.
Yeah,
but
I agree. I've been a fan of her for years, and she kind of moved into she did Felicity and she did a couple other things.
Yeah.
But she's a brilliant musician. She's a beautiful musician.
Amazing.
I'm a huge fan of her art.
Yeah, she isn't that great.
She's super, super talented.
Shut the hell up. Yes, she is.
We have the better Pink Ranger here. Thank you.
Oh, shucks. Thanks. You're just saying that because I'm talking to you.
Yeah. Catherine's kind of awesome.
No,
I'm sorry.
Sweet.
Look, and I'm here to tell you. I don't care. Amy Jo can call begging. She's not coming on Uncensored Radio unless Karen ties me up and puts me in the closet. It's not happening. If she can't show love to the fans, I can't show love to her or that TV show she may or may not be filming in Canada.
I'm just saying, if you can say Frank and Beans on Unscripted Radio, you kind of solidified yourself. Frank and Beans.
And frankly, you looked way hotter.
I'm on the inner circle now, the circle of trust.
Right. And you were way hotter in the pink suit anyways. She looks kind of sad.
Catherine won the Unscripted Radio listeners' hearts when she said testicle. So
testicle.
You are officially the favorite Pink Ranger. Point blank period.
I did the at the Morphicon they had like an over 18s. I think you were supposed to do it, Karen, but you couldn't come. You were working or something. But they had. I was the only girl at that. So thanks for abandoning me.
I was pissed. I wanted to go.
Those boys went crazy, and I'm just sitting there going, oh no. And then the fans wanted to hear me cuss, and I don't cuss. It's just not part of my my vocabulary. So I said, am I allowed to say it on you guys? Am I allowed to use the word?
Yeah, you can say anything you want.
I said fuck, and they all were all like so excited that I said fuck.
Okay.
That's what you wanted to hear me say.
I'm having a little hot flash over here. I can't believe we just got Catherine. Oh, it's fabulous. And what's even better, in the chat room, they just informed me that show that may or may not be filming in Canada with that ex-Power Ranger got canceled.
Yeah. I got canceled. Did it really?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Aw.
See what happens when you asshole?
That's somebody's
on something else.
I don't wish that on anybody.
Don't be mean.
I'm the devil. It's okay. They think I'm the bad guy, but really behind this, I'm a sweet, sensitive guy. But they make me be this jerk. It's horrible. Karen's such a slave driver, Catherine. You just don't know.
It's like when you tell your child that they're bad and then they turn into a bad kid. That's kind of what they're doing to you.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. It's a self-fulfilling.
Don't let him be that. He was horrible when we met him.
It's just thrown in him.
It's live. He's also the person who said my Power Ranger baby is Blake Foster, so don't believe anything he said.
I love that. That's hilarious.
Right. So you know what? We got to take some callers because you actually have to leave in about 15 minutes, and I want to make sure that we get, or 10 minutes, we get as many people on the phone. So, guys, when you ask your question, make sure you ask one question. Make it quick because I want all of your friends and I want everybody to come on and ask her as many questions as possible. So are we ready?
Ready.
Topher, can you bring on the first caller for us?
Yes. Absolutely. So the first caller is so I'm gonna pick let's see, Hector. Hector was a really nice guy that had the question for Catherine.
He was at Morphicon. I know who he is.
Hey, Hector. Hector.
Hello?
Yes.
Hector, how are you?
Good, thank you.
You're on the line with Catherine. What's your question?
Well, I don't remember if you guys remember me, Karen and Catherine.
I remember you, Hector. I actually just saw your message on Facebook to me. Hi.
Exactly. That was me. I just wanted to say thank you guys for attending Power Morphicon.
Absolutely.
It's our pleasure.
I'm glad you guys remember me from a month home nearly a month ago.
Yes, of course. I never forget faces. I might not remember names all the time, but I never forget faces.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I was the one who took a picture with you and Karen and Nakia and mostly everyone there.
Yeah. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, my first time.
Did you have a question for Catherine?
Well, just a quick question. What do you plan on doing camping in the near future with besides voice auditioning? Because I understand I saw the new picture that you posted on Facebook of the with your iPad.
Oh yes, the business that I'm doing. Yes.
Okay, good. I wish you the best.
Tell us about that, Catherine.
Oh, tell us about that. Okay, it's a company called Lioness, and it's been in Europe for probably 9 years. Very successful over there, and it's just come to America. And I'm not going to tell you too much because I'm not going to do it justice. But I posted a video that you can watch for 15 minutes. I'm still learning about the company myself, but I just think it's a genius concept. It's basically a shopping network where you well, I'll let you watch it. And if you're interested in, after you watch the video, just like it, and then I'll give you more information during the week of how you can find out more about it. But I'm just really excited about it. I think it's really a very unique concept, and it's a way to make a lot of money. It's depending on how much work you put into it. So, yeah.
You got my attention.
So tell them your Facebook page so they can go and like it. What is your Facebook page?
It's Catherine Sutherland. I've got two pages. I've got my regular page, which is Catherine Sutherland, and then there's the Catherine J. Sutherland official fan page. So I posted it on either of those. So you can click on the link, and it's about a 14 to 15 minute video, and just bear with the first few minutes because it's kind of cheesy, the first couple of minutes of it. But it'll give you a kind of an overview of the company, and then if you want to know more information, I can get that to you this week. So.
Awesome.
Exciting. Very exciting.
All right, so the next caller I have is Joelle, and she has a question for Catherine also.
Hi, Joelle.
Joelle?
Hello?
Hey, you're on the air.
Oh. Hello? Hi, Joelle.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
I just kind of have a random question. I had read somewhere that Catherine was supposed to return in Dino Thunder as Dr. Oliver's wife. Is that true?
That is true, actually. Yes, I was supposed to come back. The show was non-union, though, and I was union. Well, I am union, a union actor, and it just kind of fell off the wayside. I guess they didn't want to pay the money to fly me over there, and so I ended up doing a monster voice in the episode instead. So, yeah, I think they used some footage from old episodes in that episode that I was supposed to be in. That's their way of not paying me.
Wow. So you
that's pretty cool.
Tommy Oliver, you go. See, you are the best granger.
Yes, Tommy and Kat were married. Yes, finally.
Wow.
Finally.
Yes.
All right, let's get the next caller because we only have a few more minutes with Catherine.
All right, so I have Madison. Madison, you're on the air.
Girl, hey.
Hey, Madison.
Hey, Madison.
Hi, darling. Let me just tell you, your voice is just absolutely sexy. I've been sitting here listening to it. I may be a gay man that wears dresses, but I'll tell you, it's just damn sexy.
Well, thank you very much. I will take that as a compliment.
You should, darling. You're simply divine. And the only question I have to ask is, have you ever watched a drag show? And if so, who is your favorite drag queen?
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Well, I haven't watched a drag show in America, but I did in Australia. And I don't have a favorite drag queen, but I did love Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
I did too. It's my favorite movie.
I've never seen it.
Oh, really? Oh, that's a great movie, and it's Australian.
Go figure, right? But I've seen Tu Wong Fu.
Tu Wong Fu was based on Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
It was the bad American version.
100 times better. Go
it is.
Right now. Seriously.
Tu Wong Fu was a bad version of Priscilla, I think.
It was a bad version of Priscilla. Like, they completely ripped the idea.
Well, I loved me some Noxema Jackson, but I know we've got enough time for another caller.
Yep, we're going to put Nate on the phone.
Okay.
Hey, Nate, you're on the air.
Hey, Catherine. Hey, Karen. How you guys doing?
Hey,
good.
Nate. How you doing?
I don't know if you recognize me. I was at MorphiCon 2012. I'm the one that kind of asked Catherine to give a shout-out to my friend Ryan for his birthday, which is tomorrow. And,
hi.
Yeah, I just wanted to say it was awesome to see you guys at Power MorphiCon 2012, and I'm looking forward to 2014, so I'm hoping to see you two guys there.
We'll be there.
Awesome. And also, I was wondering, I mean, with all these fans of Power Rangers, are you kind of shocked that, you had this many fans around the world, not just from America, but also from, like, the UK and everything?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I just said earlier, I still get overwhelmed that a show has been on, 17 years ago I was on the show, and I'm still having people come up and recognize us and want to meet us, and it's amazing. It really is. It's like Karen. I remember Karen saying once in a panel, there will never be anything bigger than this in our life, and it's true. This is as big as it gets, So it's because the fans are so loyal. That's the truth of it, So thank you guys.
Yeah, everything she said, 100%. I'm awestruck with the support we get.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Do you have time for one more caller?
This cheap little show.
We got So this is the thing. We have room for one more caller, and Catherine, you have to come back because I know the fans. We didn't get to a lot of calls, but they would love to have you come back at some point. But go ahead. Let's take this caller.
All right. So the last caller is Lauren, and she's been waiting very patiently. Lauren, you're on the air.
Hey, you guys. How are you?
Hey, Lauren. How are you?
Good. I wanted to let you know, Catherine, you were my favorite. I mean, your accent was very pretty. That's what I first noticed because I can't see that well. So I go by voice, and that was the first thing I noticed. It was really beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so nice. Thank you.
No problem. Don't worry. I have a question. I'll be quick. What was your favorite episode to do?
I get asked that a lot. I have a few. I loved Different Shade of Pink when I was becoming the Pink Ranger and the transition from evil. I loved that whole series. I thought they did a great job with that. And I really loved an episode called Wait and See because I loved the message of it. It was Kat was struggling with her weight. She wasn't through her self-esteem. Yeah, and I thought that was a really good message to girls. So, yeah.
Thank you, Lauren.
Thanks, Lauren. Have a good day.
You too, sweetie. Bye.
Okay, bye. So, Catherine, any last thing? I definitely want people to find you. Can you give them your Facebook, your Twitter, any way they can get in touch with you? Because I know the fans love you. I love you, and I want to make sure that they stay connected.
Yes, Facebook. I have a Facebook page, Catherine Sutherland, or actually I'm trying to create one page if I can. So I have another one that I'd rather you like, which is my like page, fan page, which is Catherine J. Sutherland official fan page. And I would love to hear from as many of you as possible. I love getting messages, and I try to get back to everybody when I can, and I just really appreciate all of your support. So thank you, and thanks for listening to Unscripted Radio. You guys are the best.
Yeah.
I had so much fun.
I just love her even
you
more.
Have to come back.
She was
you have to
I will definitely come back.
Co-host. And maybe
that would be fun.
Yeah, you can co-host, and then you can we'll talk about something insane, and we'll get the Catherine Sutherland take on something absolutely insane.
Oh, sounds good. It sounds good. I'm up for that for sure.
Absolutely.
All right,
well, we
guys.
love you.
I
Have
love
a great
you too.
night. Give
You
the kitties
too,
a kiss.
I will. Take care, you
Bye,
guys.
Beyonce.
Bye,
Thank you,
Beyonce. Bye.
Bye.
Don't
Oh my
you
God,
just
she's
love her
amazing.
like 100 times more?
Okay,
She's
I have to tell you,
amazing.
she gave me a little stranger wood. I'm not even into chicks like that.
Me too.
But
She makes your heart go pitter-pat. She is the sweetest thing ever, and she's so much fun.
And I have a thing for accents, and I can't believe she dropped the F-bomb. So now I have a new goal in life.
I know, and she doesn't even say bad words. And look, we bring her to the show, and she says the F-bomb.
My new goal is to get every single Power Ranger that comes on the show to say that.
Right. And Frankenbeans and testicles. Like, I love her.
I love the
Oh,
fucking
no.
names. That was awesome.
That was the best one. She's like, I had my stunt double. He had to pack his meat up. I was like, oh.
It's so true, because the funny thing is the network would send emails all the time, and they would be like, okay, we can see the stunt double's balls. You need to pack them boys up so that, because we're not sending out the right message. The yellow and pink can't have testicles. Like, it was really an issue. Like, those poor guys, I don't know how it happened, but those poor guys had to go through torture just to be our
specific
stunt double.
episodes that maybe there was testicles showing?
Oh, I don't know. You can see a lot. And then we'd also get letters all the time because they were like, we can see the girls' nipples. You got to put Band-Aids on their, like, it was like we had to wear Band-Aids. They would put, like, sports bras. They would wrap us up because it was like you could not show any nipplage at all. And a lot of times we'd be fighting, and we'd be in a skirt. And so they would have to, like, we'd have to wear shorts under the skirts because it was like we'd get emails about underwear possibly being seen.
Oh, that I remember seeing, like, underneath the skirts, like you guys would be randomly wearing shorts. It was always weird.
Yeah.
Were they like spanky pants or like spankies?
What was that?
Were they spankies like the cheerleaders? They do like gymnastics or whatever not. They were spankies.
They were even longer because they tried those, but those resembled panties, so we couldn't do those. They made us wear like biking shorts, like they were kind of longer. Under everything. Like, it was, and it would be like purple or pink or, like, it was horrible.
It sucked to be a Power Ranger in, like, the real world. You see the stuff on TV show, and it's, like, all glam and glitz, but it sounds like it really sucked to be a Ranger.
You know what? The work was fun. It was a fun show. We played around all day. I had a great cast, but when it came down to, like, the business side, it's tough when it's a multi-billion-dollar industry and you're, like, struggling to pay your rent. Or, it's like they would have, like, filming 2 hours away, and they wanted us to drive ourselves there at 3 a.m. to be there by 5. Like, they wouldn't get us a car. Like, it's a danger situation at this point. Like, you don't want these kids to, like, veer off the road and die. Like, get them a car.
Right.
And they'd be like, nope, we can't do that because then they're going to want more money. And they would say that in front of you. Like, it was so, I think that was like what people always ask us, did we get along? And it's true, we got along because we were too busy hating the producers. We were too busy, like, just being so angry with them that we loved each other,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite, What I will say is this. We were prepared. Like she said, it was boot camp. Like, we got prepared for any job. You can throw me on a set. I can work 30, 50, 80 hours, and I don't, like Jeffrey says, I don't sleep. It's like, it prepared me for everything that I'm doing in my life. Yeah, insanity.
You're a workaholic. For sure.
Right.
You are.
Right.
You truly are. And I love the fact that Catherine kind of threw Amy under the bus a little bit. Can I just tell you how that made my Monday evening?
I know. You know what it was, though? She was right, because I think Amy, like, the thing is, she decided to leave the show, but when it really started happening, I think anybody would be kind of remorseful that they're leaving, their comfort zone, or they're leaving, it's kind of like you're graduating and you're passing the baton, here you are, homecoming queen, and you got to crown somebody else. So it's I think anybody would have been that way. I don't,
and
like
she
you said, I don't
leave
think
the show on her own accord, didn't she?
She was the only one that did.
She left on her own accord.
And that left in multiple episodes. Everybody else kind of just skedaddled. Like, you were gone in one episode.
Yep.
David left, he was gone, and they were using archive footage. The other three were gone. They had to use archive. So she's really the only one, I think, in the history of the show that actually got a send-off.
Got the respect. Yeah, you're right. She's the only one. But I think she's the only one who got the respect and got written out the way that they promised to write her out, and, so good for her. But, yeah. Sucks for the rest of us.
You don't sound like you're a huge fan of Amy Jo.
No, Amy and I got along really well, and I mean, obviously being two girls, there were times we butt heads, but it was never no love lost,
Right.
But I think if you're with someone for 15-hour day, all day, you're bound to get on each other's nerves at some point, or you're bound to butt heads. But for the most part, we were besties because we were the only girls. It was like the guys were jumping off of trees, and we were like, why are they doing that? It was just like, you want to go shopping? It was like we really kind of bonded in that way. And I will say, in Australia, it was great because none of us really knew each other that well because we had just gotten on the show maybe a month prior to the movie starting. So we kind of were all thrust together in this foreign country, and we all got really close. I think that was the moment where all we had were each other. Everybody else was Australian, and they all kind of lived different. They ate different food. It was just weird, and because we just didn't know. And it was just one of those things where we all, to this day, talk about the bonds that we have. I just saw all the guys. I don't know if people saw pictures I was posting, but David, Steve, and I did the No Hate campaign on Thursday, I think it was.
I love that. I love that.
And so, Catherine actually is doing it as well. She just couldn't come that day, but she's going to do it. And there were 15 other Rangers from other seasons, but it's really weird. We kind of all had this family. By the time I left, I was besties with all the new samurai, Rangers, and they all want to come on Unscripted Radio, and,
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, everybody, it's like a family. It's an unwritten family. We kind of know how it is. We kind of went through the same hell.
Right.
But it was so fun being with David and Steve, and David and Steve and I will meet for lunch all the time. We go to lunch all the time, and we've been able to keep in touch really well. But we're laughing and talking, and the other guys are looking at us these guys are really friends, and we were hugging each other, and I was on the ground posing, and David comes and puts his face in my face, and I'm he scares me, So it's we instantly became those kids that we were 50 million years ago. So it's the love is right there.
Right.
So.
Well, let me tell you, David can put his face in my face any day of the week, morning, noon, and night. I've had a crush on him forever. Love him.
And he's super funny, and he's a jokester. I'm serious. I'm doing a pose, and I've got a piece of tape over my mouth, and I've got the helmet upside next to my head, and next thing I know, I feel something, and I look, and his face is right there, on me, and I'm what the hell? And everybody laughed because he snuck up behind me. It was hilarious.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well,
so,
I hear that you guys are still close. I know that there's a couple of people who would rather not associate themselves with the show, and if you're better or for worse, you kind of have to, I guess maybe understand where they're coming from.
There's only one in particular, and everybody knows it. It's not a secret. When you see all the fans, and it's kind of sad. You see them; they have the movie poster or whatever, and they've got everybody's signature but one person, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah. Let me talk to her.
I'll call it out.
Let me talk to
her. I don't care.
We know you don't.
Look, and
we know you don't.
I really liked her as a kid. I watched her in Felicity. What about Brian and all that stuff? And then, I kind of got wind of everything, and I was like, that really doesn't, I don't like that kind of stuff. So.
Right. Well, let's not hate on her because I'm a huge fan of her. Let's not hate on her. I like her. I kind of understand where she's coming from. And I think it might be crappy that she doesn't want to associate herself with the show. But it's interesting because she played like this teeny bopper mall rat, and it, you know, if you listen to any of her music, that's not her at all, you know. And
right.
I think she doesn't want to be pigeonholed like that. So I can understand why she didn't want to associate herself with the show, because there's so much more to her than that. So you know, I'm Team Amy Jo all the way. Sorry.
Right. You know what, though? I will say this. I will say, like, when we were on there, like, I can't tell you, when we were doing the press for, you know, the movie, like, we went on the Today Show, and Katie Couric looks at us and goes, are you guys ever afraid that you're going to just be typecast? Like, I mean, every single news media, Good Morning America, the Today Show, everyone asked us that question. So it may have sunk in, you know. And she would always say, she had a really great answer. She was always like, well, hey, you know, Sally Field was the Flying Nun, and look at her career. And we were like, yeah, like, look at her. She's like a real actress. She's an Oscar winner, you know. So it's one of those things where I think, you know, it was that little dark cloud that we thought, oh, you know, what if we never work again after this? And some people haven't. So it's like, you know, it is what it is.
It is. It is, but yeah, I wish her the best. And she's apparently coming out with another album this spring, so I wish her the best.
Yeah.
Great, rah, sis boom rah. Let's not promote her shit. Anyway.
Don't be a dick.
I love you, Jeffrey. I love you so much.
I'm just saying, like,
I'm
no.
getting all your text messages, by the way.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. So I'm saying, okay. Now that we've had a Power Ranger hour, we've got, is it Nakia coming back this week? Is that still happening?
Yes.
What's happening with the show?
Okay, so you guys know I promised a Ranger a week. Well, this week you actually get 4. Nakia, Jessica Ray, and Jason Font will all be on the show on Thursday. So you guys line up your questions. We have the No Nerds Here cast on our show. Former Power Rangers. They've got a new web series that they're going to tell you guys about, that you can go like their fan page. They need all the support they can get because they're doing something amazing. They're kicking off a web series, and it's about, you know, them going from convention to convention and just their life after, which is really interesting because these guys got, like, major careers. Like, Jessica has her own swimsuit line. She's a mom.
Now, who is she?
Jessica Ray was in, what was the season? Oh, gosh.
Wild
Guys,
Force.
Chat room, help me.
Wild Force. She was in Wild Force.
Wild Force, yes. And so was Jason Font. They were both from Wild Force.
Jason Font was in Time Force.
Oh, Wild Force, Time Force. You guys know I stopped watching after Mighty Morphin.
Girl, you don't even watch that. Don't front.
I know. I didn't even watch myself. I got the box set, though. I'm going to catch up. One day I'll know all
still pissed.
I know. I didn't even bring it over to the house.
I want to see your interview.
Oh, yeah. I meant to bring that
to you to see it. What's going on in October?
What was that?
What's going on in October?
October.
Oh, Karen's coming to my house. We're partying for my birthday, and I may or may not be doing a drag benefit.
We're doing that.
I want to come.
Well, get it together, homie. It's October 20th. Isn't it like the 20th? Where's Madison?
Yeah, it's October 20th. I have tickets for sale. So if anybody would like to get a ticket that wants to come to this, please message me on Facebook, and you can buy a ticket. I can't think of what I think it's like $20 for VIP or something.
Upstate New York. You can see me and Jeffrey. Jeffrey's going to do drag, and I'm going to be his co-star. And Michael Fishman.
He'll be here with us. And he will be back tomorrow with us live, so it will be a hoot nanny. And, yeah. So it's going to be a treat. I can't wait.
Are we going to announce once Katrina gets back this week, we're going to announce the new name of the show?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We got a new name, guys.
Can't wait.
We finally thought of something.
I've missed my kitty so much. I can't wait. We've been sending photos and Skyping. This bitch, I need her to ditch China and come back to me because I can't handle it.
I can't either. I sent her an email saying, I miss you. When are you coming home?
I'm just wondering when we're going to play the full theme song for the listeners. That's what I'm wondering.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Miss Daisy's working on a theme song, too. Like, we got all kinds of stuff coming up, guys. So stay tuned this week. We're going to announce the new name of the show on Friday, and we're going to have our new Facebook page. We're going to do the whole shebang on Friday. We've got the Power Rangers on Thursday. We've got Michael Fishman, Tuesday and Wednesday and the rest of the week. And, Katrina comes back. I think it's Thursday or Friday, so we'll announce it on Friday once she's back and settled and not jet lagged from China. But
wow, we're busy. I love this. This is awesome.
Topher, can you play the music to play us out, please?
I'm going to do that. Let me find it.
Where's James?
Oh, my God.
James can sing it live because James is, that dope.
USR.
I'm trying to find it. Oh, my God. I'm really bad.
Jeff, Michael.
Oh, there we go.
I found it. 3, 2, 1. This is...
Wrong one.
Was that James? I heard somebody singing back there.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
The following is intended only for mature
Good night, everybody, and we'll eventually get our shit together.
Good night, guys.
It ends the episode. It ends the show.
I don't know where the hell. Oh, bye.
Bye.